don't you?
There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie. For instance, number 1, you can never have sex. Big no-no! Big no!
I'm a dead man.
Leave him in popcorn. Sex equals death, okay? Number 2, you can never drink or do drugs. No, the sin factor. It's a sin. It's an extension of number 1. And number 3, never, ever, ever, under any circumstances say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back.
I'm getting another beer. You want one?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back.
Green paper in his red right hand.
Number 1, you can never have sex. Number 2, you can never drink or do drugs. Number 3, never, ever, ever, under any circumstances say, I'll be right back, because you won't be back.
A green paper in his red right.
Number 1, the body count is always bigger. Number 2, the blood scenes are much more elaborate. More blood, more gore. Carnage, candy. Your core audience just expects it. And number 3, if you want your sequel to become a franchise, never ever assume the killer.
A green paper in his red right.
If this killer does come back and he's for real, here's a few things you gotta remember. If this is another sequel, well, if it is, same rules apply. But here's a critical thing. If you're dealing yourself with an unexpected backstory and a preponderance of expedition, then the sequel rules do not apply. Because you're not dealing with a sequel. You're dealing with the concluding chapter of a trilogy. That's right. It's a rarity in the horror field, but it does exist. And it's a force to be reckoned with, because true trilogies are always about to go back to the beginning and discover something that wasn't true from the get-go. Godfather, Jedi, all discovered that we thought was true that wasn't true. So if this is a trilogy you're dealing with, here are some super trilogy rules. 1, you got a killer that's gotta be superhuman. Stepping him won't work, shooting him won't work. Basically in the third one, you gotta cryogenically freeze his head, decapitate him, or blow him up. Number 2, anyone including the main character can die. This means you said, I'm sorry, it's the final chapter. That could be effing Reservoir Dogs by the time this thing's through. And number 3, the past will come back to bite you in the ass. Whatever you ever think about the past, forget it. The past is not a rest. Anything you committed in the past is about to break out and destroy you. So in closing, let me say, good luck, Godspeed, and for some of you, I'll see you soon. Because the rule says some of you ain't gonna make it. I didn't. Now that you're watching the safe.
What's your favorite scary movie?
They're whispering his name through this disappearing land, but hidden in his coat is a red right hand.